Mondays used to be somewhat stressful for me, and especially stepping into the new year. So I thought I would talk to you guys this morning about 8 ways to avoid overwhelm. For those of you who are just joining us for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're on Instagram, if you're on my podcast, Periscope, Facebook, Good Morning Millionaires, I hope everybody is doing great. I look forward to hearing you say good morning to me. I posted a good morning on my Facebook. Yes, everyone needs this live stream. So for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Danielle Patterson Whittingham, former JP Morgan Chase Vice President, Master Life and Master Business Coach. And I'm going to be giving you guys this morning 8. Matter of fact, I just added 1. 9 ways to not only fight overwhelm, but to also win. Anybody need to win against overwhelm this morning? Say me. Anybody need to win against overwhelm? And I know particularly with my women folk, we tend to have more stuff on our plate than we can actually chew. And one thing we say in corporate America is the only way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. How do you conquer? How do you conquer it all? How do you conquer life, business, family? And to thank you guys for sharing, I'm going to be giving away one of my time management digital products, Time to Make Money. That is what I'm going to be giving away this week. So share the broadcast. Make sure you put in #shared so that you can win. If you guys are on Instagram, follow me on Facebook or follow me on Periscope so you guys have an opportunity to win. It's an amazing time management product. For those of you that don't know, I am double time management certified. I received a time management certification about 20 years ago, right before the kids were born. And I received another one about 5 years ago. So what I tell you is a combination of not only my experience in balancing it all, being a single mother, working a full-time job, being an entrepreneur, but it's also a testament to what I've learned in my course of study. So make sure you share the broadcast, #shared, to win a copy of my Time to Make Money. Thank you, sis, for saying I inspire you. Because you can have it all, you just can't do it all, not at once. And I just added number 10. Oh my goodness. So you guys are going to get 10 ways to avoid overwhelm. Everybody ready? If you're ready, type in ready so we can go. If you're ready, type in ready. If you haven't shared the broadcast so you can win the time management digital product, make sure you do and #share. Number 1, when you start to feel overwhelmed, when you start to feel like you can't take anymore, sometimes you need to reconnect with your wins. Or as old folks say, look at the bright side. Start looking at what's good in your life. When you start to feel overwhelmed, a lot of times it's because you're feeling unneeded or unwanted, unsuccessful, or unappreciated. Get the uns out of your life, right? Get rid of the uns and start to think about how did I get here? Look at all of the wins that it took for me to get to where I am. Look at the promotions. Look at the increases. Look at how great my family's doing. Look at how amazing my kids are. Look at the bright side. When you start feeling overwhelmed, look at what's good in your life. You know what I used to do every day? I used to have a thankful list. And every day, as soon as I did my prayers, I would write down things that I was thankful for. And when you start to really think about how great our lives are in comparison, it makes you really look at your life, and instead of being overwhelmed, you become appreciative. So we should be grateful and have gratitude for all of the opportunity we have. So number 1, when you start feeling overwhelmed, reconnect with your wins. Look at how good God is. Look at how much we have in our lives, right? So don't lose sight of where we've been or where we have the opportunity to go. Can somebody type in real quick? I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I'm appreciative. Good morning, guys. And again, if you haven't shared the broadcast, make sure you share, #shared, to get an opportunity to win my digital product, Time to Make Money, which is a time management lesson that I think all of us need. So number 1, reconnect with your wins. Number 2, find your joy. You know, this last week, I found something crazy that used to make me crazy happy. And somewhere in the process of being busy, somewhere in the process of building this business, somewhere in the process of raising my kids, I lost it. And what that thing was my kitchen. And I used to have this love of cooking that was crazy. And somewhere along the way, I stopped cooking so much because my family didn't appreciate it. Girl, they would have so many leftovers, and they wouldn't eat the food I cooked. And so I said, I'm just going to stop cooking. And I did it as a form of retaliation against them. But in doing so, I lost some of my joy. So the last couple of weeks, I've reconnected with my kitchen. Why? Because it brings me joy. So I'm not cooking for approval. I'm not cooking to make nobody happy but me. I go online in the morning. I go to Instacart. I order my little groceries for the day. I celebrate when they come. And I'm excited. So what is it in the world that finds you joy, that causes you joy? Because a lot of times in our efforts to be successful, we lose sight of the small things that cause us joy on a day-to-day basis. Success is great and money is great. But if we can't enjoy it, hey, Cousin Terry, if we can't enjoy it along the way, what good is it? So I've made a vow not just to make the money, but to enjoy the money along the way and not get so caught up in the journey that I miss the joy. Now that right there was a word. Can I get an amen? Somebody should have felt that in your spirit. And that was for somebody in particular out there. You should have felt that, to not get so caught up in the journey that you miss the opportunity to experience the joy. And that is for everything, right? Running so fast, you run right past your joy. You're so busy changing diapers that you miss the first step. You're so busy trying to feed the kids that you miss the first words. You're so busy trying to do the work that you miss celebrating the people that you're serving. Now that was a word right there. So don't get so caught up in the journey that you miss your joy. So again, 10 ways to avoid overwhelm. Number 1 was reconnect with your wins. Number 2 was reconnect with your joy. Find your joy. Number three, focus on the good. As human beings, we have this way that if we're not careful, we focus more on the negative than we do on the positive. There's this book by Dr. Robert Schwartz. I think the name of it is called The Power of Positive Thinking. And in that book, he said, your mind has thousands of thoughts a day. He said, so look at your mind as a thought foreman. You have a positive thought foreman and you have a negative thought foreman. And the one that runs the factory is the one that you give the most work to. So who are you giving the most work to? Are you spending more time in the muck and the mire and being negative? Or are you spending more time cultivating a I can, I will, and I must mindset? Somebody type that in for me. Somebody type in I can, because sometimes we lose the power of speaking greatness over ourselves. You can be a millionaire. You can have it all. You can have that next level. You can have an amazing life. Just type it in, I can. See, we look around and we act like everybody else it's possible for everybody else but us. And that's not true. But the first step in having it is claiming it. I can. The second step is saying I will. That is making a decision to act. See, some of us have lost that. We say I can, but we do nothing. We do nothing. So when I say I will, what you're pulling into play is the fact that God gave us all free will. And when you say I must, when you say I must, you are using your why to overcome your fear. When you say I must, you put fear in the corner. When you say I must, you dim the light on your fear. When you say I must, you take your power back. You remember who you are and whose you are. When you say I must, you give yourself no choice. See, failure is a choice. That's right. I must takes away excuses. See, failure is not a permanent event. Failure is a temporary situation that is only allowed to be permanent by your unwillingness to correct it. Let me give you an example. I could be trying to get new clients today, and I may fail to do so. But it's only a failure if I don't try again tomorrow. As long as I try again tomorrow and I succeed, then I've obliterated that failure. A lot of us hold failure too close to our chest. Hey, it's lovely Chrissy. And we've got to stop embodying that failure as if it's us. Hey, Valisha, because it's not. Failure is an event, not a person. Write that down. Failure is an event. It's not a person. It's a thing that happened to me. It's not who I am. And as long as I keep moving and keep learning, I'll be able to turn that failure into a win. So it's up to us to correct our failures instead of laying in the failure and feeling like all is lost. So we're talking about ways to avoid overwhelm. Number one, reconnect with your wins. Remember the times that you've won in your life, the things you've done right. Number two, find your joy. Number three, focus on the positive. Number four is going to get a lot of you twisted. Don't forget to share the broadcast to be eligible to win a copy of my time management. Hashtag shared so that my team can reach out to you if you're a winner. It's an amazing digital product that really helps you unravel your time so you can be more productive. So we're going to be giving those copies away, multiple copies this week. So hashtag shared once you share the broadcast for an opportunity to win. Number four is gonna kick all of you in the guts because some of you refuse to write a plan. You're overwhelmed because you're running around with all of your to-dos in your head. Your to-do to make $1 million, your vision to be a millionaire, it's not on paper anywhere. It's sitting right next to your mental note to pick up the dry cleaning. So because you've not prioritized your plan enough to even get it on paper, and even few of you get a professional plan. Because think about how GPS would operate if it didn't have a destination. When you put things on paper, you are giving your goals, your dreams, your visions a destination. Happy New Year, Adrian. And when you fail to give your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations a destination, they start going around in circles, and that makes you feel overwhelmed. Look at your neighbor and say, wow. Good morning, Bishop Williams. Look at your neighbor and say, wow. When you fail to put your directives, your dreams, your visions, your goals, your actions on paper, you start walking past them over and over, and you start feeling overwhelmed because you're not getting anything accomplished. Make a plan. Stop showing up in the same place. Some of you were in the same place last year. Some of you, I ain't gonna call no names, just go ahead and say ouch. Some of you were in the same exact place last year. And it's not because you lack talent. It's not because you lack intellect. It is not because you lack greatness. It's not because you lack favor. It's not because you lack. It is because you lack a plan. I asked someone last night, one of my new clients, I said, what's your profit plan for 2018? She said, I don't have one. So if you don't have a profit plan for this year, how do you expect to profit? That's step one. And if you don't have a plan that was that was put together by a professional, how do you expect to do anything different? That's strike two. Is this making sense to anybody? So when you want to get off that hamster wheel and stop feeling so overwhelmed, at some point you need to get a plan. Proverbs says, walk with the wise so that you may be wiser. So that's number 4. Number five. And a lot of you are not going to like number 5 either. But number 5 is the truth. Take small steps. Consistently. Take small steps. If you put the time and energy into your business that you put into a job, and you work the same amount of time, Hey Styles by Aries, in your business that you do at a job, you will triple or quadruple the earnings in your business in that same amount of time that you spend in a job. I'll give you an example. If you stay at a job for 10 years, let me get out my calculator, y'all. If you stay at a job, this is my new calculator. My client got it for me for Christmas. If you stay at a job for 10 years and you work 40 hours a week for about 48 weeks in a year, just say you get a month vacation, that's 19,200 hours, right? 19,200 hours to make what? 50,000 a year, 60,000 a year, 75,000. Think about it. Think about how long you've been at your job and how much you make as a result. So it took you 10 years to make $75,000 at your job. Or maybe it even took you, welcome back, Marva. Hey, Dakisha. Maybe it even took you 15 years to make $100,000 at your job. Do you know that if you dedicated that same time, energy, and effort to your business, the same strategy, the same discipline, the same consistency, because nobody misses out at work and keep their job. But you'll miss out on your business. If you dedicated that same energy to a job, in 10 or 15 years, you're going to be generating multiple six figures, if not 7. There's no way to avoid it. Even if you don't have a clue as to what you're doing, you'll figure it out. Just like you figured it out at your job. Some of you won't give yourself permission to be great, but you have to. You have to. I'm just being honest with you. If you put that same energy and effort into your business as you put into your job, those small steps, over time, you're not going to have any choice but to win in your business. But a lot of times we get upset and we give up on our business. But I find that odd that we never give up on a job. Look at your neighbor and say, ouch. We will get upset and quit our business, but we never quit a job. We keep working that job till the cows come home. They lay us off, we go get another one. They steal our retirement money, we go to another one. At some point, you've got to realize that energy and effort are the same, whether it's at a job or at your own business. And when you start being consistent in your business, the same way you employ it a month at work, things will change. Let me tell you something else. A lot of people despise small beginnings. You want to be a celebrity tomorrow. You want to be Beyonce tomorrow. You want to be a millionaire tomorrow. Nobody talks about the hard work that went on behind the scenes. Nobody talks about how Oprah been doing this 30 years, if not 40. Nobody talks about how Beyonce been doing this 20 years around the clock. Nobody talks about how Bill Gates missed out on dates and going out and kicking it because he was working. Or how Steve Harvey slept in his car. Or how long has Tyler Perry been doing this? See, nobody talks about that. Everybody just talks about the money. Not realizing, good morning, Lori, that there was a journey that had to take place. So if you're not taking small steps every day, then you can't expect to get to the end of your journey. Which brings me to the next one. Get help. Get help. Let me tell you, I came on the other day. I said, hey guys, I'm going to be doing a social media what's hot and what's not 2018. It's let me tell you what it is. It's really a time management workshop. Because a lot of you are wasting your time on social media. I said all you got to do is go do this survey. It's like 6 or 7 questions from my marketing team. bit.ly/hotmedia18. Do you know of the thousands of people on that broadcast, only a handful went and did the survey? The workshop is tomorrow night. It is a $99 workshop that I'm giving you for free in exchange for doing the survey. And I thought to myself, how sad that you know you need social media help. Because if you're not making 6 figures on social media, you need help. Somebody say true, coach. If you're not making 6 figures on social media, if you feel like you're wasting your time on social media, you don't know where to be or what to do, I'm offering a session. But in order for you to say, you can still sign up, bit.ly/hotmedia18. In order for you to sign up, it's for you to admit that you need help. In order for you to sign up, means you got to say to yourself, wow, I really do need help. And that is by far the hardest thing for people to say. You'd rather bust your butt, continue to flounder, continue to struggle, instead of saying, let me in, coach, I need help. You got to get help. Even the word says, forsake thee not the fellowship. Everybody needs help from somebody. You got to get help. Number 7. How do you fight overwhelm? How do you fight overwhelm? A lot of you stepped into the year with some big goals and some big dreams. And you immediately, hey Kayla, started to feel overwhelmed. Hey Desiree. So number 1, reconnect with your wins. Number 2, find your joy. Number 3, focus on the positive. Number 4, make a plan. Number 5, take small steps. Number 6, get help. Number 7, find your purpose. How do you keep from being overwhelmed? Find your purpose. It's your responsibility to know what you're on earth to do. Lack of knowledge about your purpose does not exonerate you. And here's the thing. You're not tired. You're uninspired because you're not being purposeful. You're not being purpose-filled. You're not being intentional. So that's why you get overwhelmed, because all of the stuff that you're doing doesn't lead to a particular path. You just doing stuff. Look at your neighbor and say, ouch. All of what you're doing, you ripping and running, you just busy. Girl, you busy doing a whole bunch of nothing. You're busy doing a whole bunch of nothing. And when you get home, you're exhausted. Because what did you do today? Nothing that lined up with your purpose. You're doing everything but. And that's why you're tired. And that's why you're overwhelmed. Because you make it happen for everybody else with the expectation that if you make it happen for everybody else, they're going to make it happen for you. But it doesn't work like that. Good morning, Valda. It doesn't work like that. So yeah, you're not tired. You're uninspired. Because you've lost the reason that you do what you do. You have. Number 7, I think this may be number 8, when you're overwhelmed, it's okay to step away. It is okay to step away, but give yourself a time limit. Stepping away is different than running away. Can I get an amen? And we're going to talk about it. Stepping away is very, very different than running away. When you step away, it's intentional. When you step away, you should have a designated time period. When you step away, you should have a designated project that you need to complete. When you step away, it should be to be proactive. I stepped away last week so that I could get my year done right. And my year off to a good start. I stepped away. See, when you step away, you have every intention on returning. When you run away, you run and you don't look back. And see, especially as women, entrepreneurs, bread owners, mothers, teachers, we've got to understand when we're at our breaking point and when we need to step away. It can't be often, and it can't be for long. It's got to be intentional, but you can do it. And that'll help renew. That'll help renew your mind. So you got to step away. Last but not least, something you guys hate. Something you hate. You hate to delegate. Delegate is one of my big words for the year. In order for me to accomplish all that God has put on my plate, I have to delegate. I have to. And the majority of you don't have support and you don't have anybody to delegate it to because you've not asked. You got to delegate. It's a whole new way of accomplishing your $1 million lifestyle. It's a whole new way of accomplishing your next level lifestyle. Sometimes you got to step away. Guys, don't forget tomorrow night. Let me recap these. What to do when you're feeling overwhelmed. How do you not only fight overwhelm, but how do you win? So my marketing team has a brief survey out there. If you complete the survey, you get free access to my workshop tomorrow night, valued at $99, where we're going to be talking about what's hot and what's not in social media so you can use your time on the right platforms. But let me recap. How do you fight overwhelm? Number 1, reconnect with your wins. Number 2, find your joy. Number 3, focus on the positive. Number 4, make a plan. Number 5, take small steps. Number 6, celebrate your wins. Number 7, get help. Number 8, find your purpose. Number 9, step away. And last but not least, delegate. Guys, we're having an amazing social media workshop tomorrow night, bit.ly/hotmedia18. You'll be able to get in free by registering at that link and completing the survey, bit.ly/hotmedia18. Guys, overwhelm is a choice. Broke is a choice. Everything we do in life is a choice. Once I learned that, once I realized that, I started adding it to the different areas of my life over and over and over. Everything is a choice. Are you willing to get the resources, the mindset that you need to make a different decision? And that's the question. Guys, don't forget the survey, bit.ly/hotmedia18. Hot Media 18. And I will see you guys later tonight.